Okie dokie, everybody, welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Peter Voss, the Papa Fox, and we are going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity. When we last left off, we had punched a bear in the face and confronted a couple who apparently it was okay because the guy was very, very abusive and everything, and yeah, and given that they couldn't have gone to the magistrate for help, you know, I guess it kind of works out. Your mileage may vary on whether or not that was a good decision or not. So, I did say we were going to talk with Aloth. Aloth looks... Oh, sorry, you might be able to hear my son in the background. He's getting bath time, and he's had kind of a bit of a long day. Ah, such is the life when you're that small. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? Tell me about Ader. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Ader as home. We have thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course, there's always baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to adjust to the Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk. More attentive to insult than to duty, but as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself anyway. How long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that had been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge as far as I'm concerned. Any place is better than the Gilded Vale. No offense. His eyes start to Ader. That's all. Okie dokie.
Sure.
So, let's go ahead and go back down into the temple and see what we can accomplish. Let's actually double check to see what we have. Bring Ader to speak with Merwald. Search the temple. Okay, both of these two take place outside. Oh, and I actually have the DLC. I actually was able to purchase that, so this will continue on, and luckily enough, Obsidian, or not, yeah, wait, yes, Obsidian is working on Pillars of Eternity 2, so that's going to be awesome. I've also ordered Tyranny, the game that they recently came out with, and once this is finished, Tyranny will take this game slot. So there we go. Or actually what I might do is I might do something like Tyranny Tuesdays or something and have it on once a week. And then once this game is finished, including the DLC, then I will put it into its full-fledged daily slot. Or every other day slot. There we go. Okay. We're going to save. Yes. Let's go ahead and save in the Gilded Val. Accept. Let's go on. We're actually going to adjust. There we go. We're going to adjust that because we want these dudes way up front. Okay. Hopefully this will go okay. Unpause. We're going to have... Let's see. It's a ranged attack. Arcane Assault. We're going to wait until these two get into combat. No. You are going to attack that. You are going to come over here and attack there. Awesome. Now we get Aloth with the Arcane Assault going. And let's see. Get this. There we go. That should work out nicely. Kerblamo! Oh, and we have confusion going on. That's one of the things where Resolved helps a lot. Okay, Crucible of the Soul, once per rest. I don't want to do that, so let's go ahead and get Swift Strikes going.
Yeah?
Looks like we're all confused. Let's pop this one again. Blam! Okay. Still confused. Aloth, what spells might you have? Minor letters, minor missiles, dazzling lights, sunless grasp. Let's go with that one. Still confused, and you. Let's go ahead with knockdown. Land. Okay. You are going to get that. Haha! Just in time. There we go. Aider, smack him. And you're going to adjust that slot.
Let's.
Sweet. Go back to the range slot. Oh right, I should have also mentioned you have spell slots just like in Dungeons and Dragons. So there you go. Okay, come on. Now punch him. Punch the will-o-wisp. Punch it. You know you want to. There we go. We won. I'm doing fist pumps in the air. Okay. Take all.
Yes.
Oh, that was a little perplexing. This parchment is worn and tattered. The ink upon it faded. In this time of hardship, we have just as much faith in ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we do have 4 camping supplies, which will come in handy. That is certain. Okay. We're going to actually save after that battle. Temple of Aethys. There we go. Well, let's go down here. That, I think, continues on that way. Ah, spiders. Hooray. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. There we go. And we got... Oh, wait.
Easy does it.
Okay, so one of the things... Sorry, when I went sneaking, that'll actually, if you have people who are adept at this kind of thing... Oh, Initiate's Notes. This is actually related to the lore of the whole thing, so... This parchment is relatively intact, but the ink upon it is faded. You can make out a few patches of careful, tidy script. Oh, and silly me, I forgot to put on the alarm. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't think we're going to go through the entire dungeon in this sitting, because I do have a television show that I need to watch very shortly. Okay, can you get that going? Visitors to the ritual floor. Rectrix Obrica says, redemption for even these. Ergot and stuck the largest bell first, rather than second. The rest is intelligible. Okay, so this is a puzzle. The largest bell first, rather than second. Okay, so we're going to keep that. Camping supplies, I already have the max number.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay. When you're sneaking, you'll also have special things appear. So you'll see like if there's any little. So the things you can normally interact with are blue. If they're secrets, it's purple. And if it's a trap, it's in red. Oh, there we go. Punching some spiders. Because who doesn't like punching spiders? Go. Splat. Splatter, splicker, splat. Uh-oh. Yeah, knocked out.
How may I help?
Let's see what we got here. There we go. Okay.
These ones are in for a walloping!
Yes, they are in for a walloping, that is certain. Okay, now he's going to wake up. And he's going to regenerate slowly his endurance. There you go.
There.
Okay, let's go ahead and save once more. So I know I do a lot of save scumming, but, you know, that is kind of the nature of the whole thing. Let's go ahead and smack this one. While we're doing that, the red-brown smears flake away under the toe of your boot. Ew. So that must be all sorts of, like, people who were once alive but are no longer. And there's our little dogger. Little doggy. Okay. Ew. Skulker and a Skulker whelp. Okay. You are going to go after the Skulker. You are going after the Skulker whelp. And you will also go after the Skulder. You already have that going. Dazed and confused. Per encounter, as always, we want to pop this one off. Okay. There we go. And still don't want to use up his spell slots just yet. We're gonna save those away. If we get to a battle that we absolutely have to use those for, we will. Okay. Dunnard Row, don't need to read that. Don't need to read that.
Sure.
Oh, man. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're going to need to actually... Let's go ahead and use a spell slot. Why not? Miletta's Minor Missiles on that one.
Aye.
There we go. That's essentially magic missile. So. And we are actually going to rest soon. Let's see what's in there. Ooh, we got a fine sword. That sword is fine. Aider Customs, don't need that. These prayer scrolls are coated in a thick layer of grime and dust. We're actually going to go the other way and explore once more. That's what I do basically with these things, is I go back and forth over and over again, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh! Well, there we go. Spirit, the nearby crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles, the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers, as if with summer heat. The very dust and air seem to pull together, until a thin, glowing mist appears before you. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Don't want to strike out at the form, because this might be information. And we probably know they're not, because I think they would have remarked. Who are you? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else, your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd spilling into the hall, bodies pressed against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for the podium, lit from behind. Two people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says, but the rectrix stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope is like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar, swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared. Let's see what this is. The face of the statue has had most of its features struck off, along with portions of its hands. Well, two guesses as to who might that be. There we go. Okay. Now we can either go through this one or this one. I think they both lead to the same place, so we're going to go down here. And we have a Skulder Whelp.
I'll teach you.
We rush in.
Teach you a lesson.
Aider and Pater rush in. Okie dokie. Oh, we're dust. Dazed and confused. And yup. And yup. Kerblamo. Flashing red is a sign that may be maimed or killed. Yeah, we're going to have to rest soon. If health reaches 0, your character will immediately drop. So basically, yeah, you don't want this red bar to reach 0. go. And let's see if we have anything. We're going to go ahead and make a rest. Okay, rest. Ooly booly booly boo. Do 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 do. Okay, and we are well rested. Vermin have scoured these plates, though mold still grows in green-black clumps across the table. Yuck. It looks like it doesn't lead to the same place, so we're going to go back, like you do. I'm going to check something real quick. Oh yeah, this weekend. Yeah, so if you haven't followed me on Twitter, I would suggest, if you want a laugh, I make a lot of puns, and this weekend there was just a lot of them. Small bunch of ink. I think this also has to do with the whole thing. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna want to take that, and we're gonna need to read through that later.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Unlocked! Yes, and we have a werehammer. Let's actually go back to Ader and take a look at his sword, and we can compare them. 15 to 22, 15 to 21. Average, sharp, fine. So his sword is actually quite good. So we're just going to keep it like that. Yeah, I made an absolute slew of puns this weekend, and not all of them were the best, but some of them were kind of funny. Your mileage may vary as applies to all of my humor. But holy moly. Okay. Nothing else to see. Okay, these collapsed stones are pocked with burrows and narrow crevices. Claw marks and dung mark the passage of beasts. Ew. Well, there we go. Let's go up here. Let's see what we shall see. Ah, yes, the bells. Buried secrets. The 3 bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There is one large bell at the center, flanked by 2 smaller ones. Examine the bells. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. So, we're going to leave that, and we're going to continue on exploring everything else, and then probably in the next episode we will look at that little puzzle. Oh!
Off.
Dang it. That's why you should sneak. There you go. That's exactly why that happens. Ah. Okay. Maximum endurance bonus. Let's go ahead and give that to this. Oh, wait. What's that going to do? This one, fortitude, will, reflex. Let's go actually give that to Ader. We don't need this piffle little cloak that does nothing. Yeah. So there we go. Okay, looks like we have a sculder. Oh boy. Okay. Fan of flames.
How may I help?
Okay.
Hey there.
There we go. You. Let's go ahead with that. Busting wounds. And let's go ahead and daze her too. Ooh boy. And swift strikes.
How may I help?
There we go. And be able to see enemies' weaknesses quickly. Ah, no, yeah, definitely don't want to do that. So you are just going to attack. Actually, no, we can pop this bad boy off. Let's go ahead and do that. Blam! Wow, we handled that like a pro adventuring party. Okay. Oh.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and
lay low.
A haze fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into an outline of what appears to be a dwarf, a shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of potential Energy. It roils and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges towards and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you is a brightly lit stone corridor, lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing off the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling your steps. You're late again. The rite's going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of a bell, and your spirits lift as you realize the familiar, warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky and the last to fade in the dawnlight. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. Okay, so the right hand chimes first. The light fades, as does the memory, and when your eyes clear, the spirit is gone. Looks like we got a note. So one of the things I really like about this game is they actually do have these things written down for you, which is nice. You know, a powerful odor of spices from one of these dishes, vibrant dyes and grain seeds fill the other. I know some games it's like, okay, yeah, you know, you should write it down yourself, but, you know, really? Seriously, you're going to make me do that? So it's nice when they actually take care of stuff for you in that regard. I mean, they're still going to have you fill out the puzzle. So if we go here, go to Buried Secrets, you can see here, there's a set of bells. Play a part in opening it. Okay, the first and last of these tolls is apparently that of the right hand, which has a distinctive warped tone to it. Word 10 mentioned that the temple is full of secret compartments and I will likely find the remains. There we go. So let's also just take a look back in our inventory. 10 Years of Dawn, Book of Verses. The pages are dog-eared and worn, the gold threads, The right hand is first. The Wanderer, hear me, you are known to us, your deeds, and... Huh. Let's see... We'll take a look at this later. Anyways, that's it. When we come back next time, we're going to solve this bell puzzle. Let's actually take a look at the... it's locked. There you go. We're going to come back and deal with this puzzle next time. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to leave a like or give me some feedback if you think there's something that you liked especially or you want me to do better. If you like my other work, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will be adding Tooth and Tail on probably the 13th, because I'll have to install it and tool around the record settings on the 12th when it comes out. And it might be delayed because who knows how many other people are going to be downloading it. In that case, it's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you'll come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Pillars of Eternity. Alrighty, you take care now. Bye.